When the stars align, the wise don't wait, they move. April 16th, 2025 isn't just another date. It's a cosmic checkpoint, a moment long foretold, not only by astrologers, but even hinted at by the great seer Nostradamus, whose cryptic visions often spoke of shifts in power, wealth, and fate. And if you're a Capricorn, this isn't coincidence, this is your alignment. You're standing at the threshold of transformation. Do you keep walking the safe path paved by your past? Or do you dare step into the unknown, where true greatness lives? The stars say yes. Your soul whispers now. Because this moment, it's about choosing yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. To kick off this journey, give this video a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single insight, guided by both ancient wisdom and modern clarity. And here's your first powerful move. Comment below, I welcome growth and harmony into my life. You're not just typing words, you're setting a sacred intention, echoing what even Nostradamus knew. The fate knocks, the brave answer. Let's begin. April 16th, 2025 is not the end. It's your beginning. Cosmic shifts, a month of transformation. April 16th, 2025 is not just another blip on the calendar. It marks the arrival of a powerful celestial alignment. Pluto in Aquarius and Jupiter in Taurus, a rare energetic collision that shakes foundations and cracks open new doorways. For Capricorn, this isn't a whisper from the stars. It's a shout. Let's break it down. Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth, is urging you to strip away everything that no longer serves you. Old identities, limiting beliefs, outdated ambitions. It doesn't ask politely. It transforms through disruption. Meanwhile, Jupiter, the great expander, is amplifying possibilities in your material world. Finances, career, stability. But it will only magnify what you're ready to claim. Together, these forces create a unique tension between what must be let go and what is ready to be embraced. This is not a gentle nudge. It's a cosmic push. Capricorn, you are being asked, who are you becoming? Take Linda, a Capricorn woman who spent years climbing the corporate ladder, only to feel emptier with each promotion. At 49, she buried her dream of opening a wellness retreat center, told herself it was too late and too risky. But under a similar cosmic shift, she revisited her old journal on a whim, and something clicked. By aligning with the energy of change rather than fearing it, she reopened the dream. Within a year, her retreat center was booked out months in advance, and more importantly, she felt alive again. The message is clear. Not everyone blessed by astrology becomes wealthy or fulfilled. Only those who act on alignment do. The stars set the stage, but you still have to step onto it. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. This April doesn't ask for passive hope. It demands courageous reinvention. So ask yourself, what have you left unfinished? What part of your life is quietly calling for rebirth? Because the cosmos have cleared the path, now it's your move. Part 2. Financial power moves, wealth that lasts. In the pursuit of success, many chase fast profits, high returns, and overnight wins. But Capricorn, you're built differently. And on April 16th, 2025, the universe isn't offering you a shortcut. It's offering you something far more valuable. The blueprint for lasting wealth. Because real wealth isn't just about making money. It's about building a life of freedom, impact, and legacy. The shift, from fast money to foundations. This April, with Jupiter in Taurus guiding the financial sky, the emphasis is on slow, solid, and strategic growth. That means moving away from risky get-rich-quick ideas and focusing on sustainable pillars of prosperity. Start by asking yourself, what do I want my money to do for me long-term? What values do I want my wealth to reflect? If your answer includes things like freedom, security, family, impact, or purpose, you're already on the right track. Where to look? Wealth with vision. Capricorns thrive when their money works as hard and wisely as they do. And right now, the most aligned opportunities lie at technology, especially AI, data infrastructure, and cybersecurity. Renewable energy, solar, wind, clean tech, where the planet's future is being shaped. Real estate, particularly in developing or regenerative zones. Value investing, strong, time-tested businesses that prioritize ethics and long-term value. These aren't hype-driven sectors. They're future-focused ecosystems where your money can grow alongside global progress. Let's take Thomas, a Capricorn in his mid-50s. After retiring early from finance, he returned to his hometown in Vietnam and noticed an emerging clean energy startup struggling to find investors. Instead of placing all his money in stock indexes or crypto, he invested in the company, offering capital, mentorship, and connections. 5 years later, that company now provides solar panels for over 40 rural schools and generates consistent annual returns. But more than that, Thomas built a living legacy, impact that goes far beyond profit. He didn't just grow his wealth, he multiplied his meaning. Balance risk with wisdom. Capricorn's natural caution is an asset, but it needs to be paired with vision. Here's a sample wealth-building ratio. 60% in safe, stable vehicles, bonds, real estate, index funds. 30% in moderate risk sectors, tech, renewables, ETFs. 10% in high-risk/high return bets, startups, crypto, early-stage funds. This balance allows you to take bold action without jeopardizing your foundation. And remember, investing in yourself through skills, education, or launching your own project might be the most powerful move you'll ever make. A season of planting. Think of this month as your financial spring. The ground is fertile, the timing is aligned. But what you plant, how you tend it, and where you focus will determine the harvest. You don't need overnight success. You need timely intention and daily discipline. Like a wise farmer, choose your crops carefully. Nurture them patiently, and trust the process. Money doesn't come to the impatient, it comes to the consistent, the strategic, and the value-driven. And as a Capricorn, you're already wired for that. So this April 16th, step into your role, not just as a wealth builder, but as a financial gardener, sowing seeds that outlive you. Build slow. Build smart. Build something that matters. Part 3. Relationships that nourish emotional and romantic fulfillment. If the stars could whisper one message this April 16th, 2025, it would be this. The chase connection. Cultivate it. This month, the energy surrounding Capricorn doesn't just speak of money or success. It speaks to the heart. Emotional depth, sincere intimacy, and soulful presence are being called forward now more than ever. And whether you're single, in a relationship, or somewhere in between, this is your invitation to return to what truly matters. For singles, no more surface-level love. Capricorns are known for being discerning, and that's a gift. But this April, the cosmos asks you to look beyond the checklist and into your own vulnerability. Are you showing up as your full self, or just the version you think someone else wants? The energy now favors aligned connections, the kind where values, dreams, and life rhythms match effortlessly. You may meet someone at a bookstore, a volunteer event, or even reconnect with an old friend. But the key isn't where or who. It's how you show up. Be honest. Be open. Be you. Because the relationship worth having won't require you to hide parts of yourself. To keep it. For couples, depth over display. This is not the season for grand gestures and glamorous selfies. It's the season for showing up when it counts. Think of Jane and George, a Capricorn couple married for 30 years. Their children offered to throw them a luxurious anniversary party. Instead, they chose to travel quietly by train through the countryside, where they first met. No champagne, no five-star hotel. That's the real essence of love. Not in what you give, but how you're present. Whether it's a long conversation over coffee, holding hands on a walk, or simply turning off your phone during dinner, those are the investments that last. Love isn't a performance, it's a presence. Beyond romance, emotional fulfillment starts within. Capricorn, before you love others more deeply, you're being asked to love yourself more honestly. Emotional fulfillment isn't something someone else gives you. It's something you bring with you into every room. This is the month too. Journal about what you truly need emotionally. Set boundaries where you feel drained. Spend time alone without feeling lonely. Release emotional patterns that no longer serve. Because a nourished heart is magnetic, it draws in relationships, romantic or platonic, that match its peace. Love that lasts doesn't erupt like fireworks. It grows like a garden, slowly, quietly, with care. Don't wait for a perfect moment to express love. Create 1,000 imperfect ones and watch what blooms. This April 16th, choose intimacy over image, presence over performance, and truth over perfection. Because the relationships that truly nourish you will never need to be loud to be real. Part 4, Health as Wealth, building a resilient body and mind. Success means nothing if your body can't carry it. And this April 16th, 2025, the universe is reminding every Capricorn, your health is not a side mission, it's the main quest. While you've been focused on building businesses, supporting family, or climbing your professional mountain, it's easy to push your well-being to the back burner. But no structure, no matter how ambitious, can stand without a strong foundation. That foundation is you. Gentle movement, powerful impact. You don't need a gym membership or marathon training. You just need consistency. Start small. A 20-minute morning walk. Gentle yoga in the living room. Simple strength exercises with water bottles. The goal isn't intensity, it's habit. Movement is a message to your body. I'm here for you. Take for example Lucas, a Capricorn entrepreneur who suffered a minor stroke at 52. It scared him, but also woke him up. He restructured his lifestyle. Daily stretching, mindful breathing, plant-rich meals. Within a year, not only did his energy return, but his business doubled in productivity. His clarity improved. His patience grew. Why? Because he was no longer running on empty. Eat to thrive, not just survive. You don't have to give up everything you love. Just start making more mindful choices. Swap sugary snacks for nuts or fresh fruit. Replace heavy late-night meals with lighter dinners. Add more greens and grains to your plate. Think of every bite as a vote for the version of you who's alive, strong, and present in 5 years. Fueling your body with intention doesn't just change your waistline. It sharpens your focus, calms your nerves, and keeps your ambitions sustainable. Mental health, the hidden engine. Capricorns often wear a brave face, but inside, the pressure to be strong, reliable, and perfect can silently take a toll. This month, make space for your inner world. Journal your thoughts each evening. Practice deep breathing for 5 minutes a day. Speak to a therapist or a wise friend if you're feeling overwhelmed. Mental resilience isn't about bottling things up. It's about processing and releasing so your energy stays free and light. The true wealth. Remember, you are the vessel for every dream you want to bring to life. A thriving business, a joyful relationship, a meaningful legacy. None of these things can flourish if you're constantly exhausted, distracted, or unwell. No success is worth it if it costs you your breath, your joy, or your peace. So this April, let self-care be your greatest investment. Not because it looks good, but because it allows you to show up fully for everything else that matters. Part 5, Career and Purpose, Stepping into Leadership. If there was ever a moment when the universe whispered, "You were born to lead." Fifth, April 16th, 2025. And Capricorn, that message is meant for you. This is not just another work week. It's a turning point in your professional journey, and the stars are aligning to lift you into a new level of leadership and purpose. Whether you're in your 30s or your 70s, this is the moment to stop thinking of your career as a job and start seeing it as a calling. Redefining success, from work to worth. Capricorns are no strangers to hard work. You've built, managed, pushed, and climbed. But the energy of this month doesn't just reward hustle, it rewards impact. It's time to ask, are you working for a paycheck or for a purpose? Do you feel fulfilled or just busy? What legacy are you building? A career worth honoring isn't defined by promotions or salary bumps. It's defined by the lives you touch, the values you uphold, and the change you inspire. No matter how quietly. Let's take Mr. John, a Capricorn in his late 60s. After retiring from his role as a technical director, he felt lost, like his best days were behind him. But instead of fading into the background, he decided to give away what he once sold, knowledge. He started a free mentoring circle for engineering students at his local university. Just 5 people, once a week. That group grew, word spread, and 2 years later, his mentorship program became a sponsored initiative that connected hundreds of students to industry professionals. All from one simple, purposeful act. No title, no paycheck, but a career legacy more powerful than any resume. This is your moment to rise. This April, with Pluto stirring transformation and Jupiter expanding opportunity, the universe is creating an energetic path for you to apply for that leadership position you've hesitated on. Launch a personal project you've kept on the shelf. Share your expertise in a way that uplifts others. Stand in your truth, even when it challenges the status quo. Leadership isn't about commanding others. It's about clarity, consistency, and courage. Build something bigger than you. Don't chase a role, create a ripple. That might mean forming a mastermind group in your industry, offering guidance to the next generation, building a brand, business, or platform around what you truly believe in. Think about it this way. You've walked through fire, climbed your mountains. Now it's time to light the path for others. And it doesn't need to be flashy. Often the most powerful leadership is quiet, grounded, and rooted in service. A great career isn't built overnight, and it's not measured in awards. It's measured in alignment between who you are and what you bring into the world. So this April 16th, take the leap. Don't wait for permission to lead. Don't wait for recognition to validate your worth. You are the recognition. You are the value. Because true leadership isn't about being in charge. It's about taking charge with heart, with vision, and with purpose. Part 6. Now that the shift has begun, realigning for the life you deserve. The dust has barely settled after April 16th, 2025. The cosmic wave that swept through your inner and outer life has likely stirred something deep within. Maybe it brought clarity. Maybe it brought discomfort. Maybe, like many Capricorns, you feel like you're finally ready to move. What a moment for reaction. It's a sacred invitation for realignment. Because here's a truth you've earned through years of experience. Change doesn't stick unless it's integrated. And clarity doesn't last unless it's protected. Now is the time to pause, breathe, and redesign your direction, not by force, but by deep, conscious reflection. Why this moment matters more than ever. You've passed the energetic threshold, the external signs. Financial shifts, relationship awakenings, career pivots have already begun. But without internal alignment, they'll fade like sparks in the wind. Capricorn, you don't build your life on guesses. You build it on grounded insight, and that insight must start within. This is your chance to reevaluate what truly matters. Realign your daily life with your deeper purpose. Reset your habits, mindset, and direction. Because 2025 will not feel different unless you live differently. A Capricorn ritual. Letters to the future. Let me share a practice one wise Capricorn used and swore by. After a long period of burnout, she sat down and wrote 12 letters, each addressed to herself, at the start of the next 12 months. She included one core intention for the month, a reminder of what to stay focused on, a loving message she knew she'd need to hear when she'd feel tired or doubtful. She sealed them and opened one at the start of every month. These letters became a personal compass, gentle but powerful, and helped her stay anchored through both chaos and calm. You can do the same. Even if you only write one letter to your December 2025 self, pour into it your clarity, your dreams, your wisdom. Let it be your promise. Clear space, create flow. Physical clutter is mental noise in disguise. Start simple. Clean your work area. Reorganize your bedroom. Let go of clothes, files, or objects that no longer carry meaning. Let each drawer you empty, each digital folder you delete, serve as a symbolic act of release. You're not just making space for new things. You're removing old energy to make way for your next evolution. Visualize December 2025 and reverse engineer the journey. This is one of the most underrated yet powerful tools in a Capricorn's arsenal, vision-led planning. So you close your eyes and imagine. Where do you wake up on December 31st, 2025? What are you most proud of? How does your body feel? Who surrounds you, and who no longer does? Now reverse engineer that life. What decisions did you make in May, June, July that brought you there? What habits did you finally commit to? What belief did you leave behind? Then ask, why not start today? The energy is shifted, but energy without action is only noise. Now that you've crossed the threshold of transformation, it's time to build. And building starts with asking yourself one honest question. The part of me do I need to upgrade so that life can finally meet me where I'm meant to be? This isn't about hustle. It's about harmony. This isn't about performance. It's about presence. And it isn't about controlling the future. It's about co-creating it with intention. So take this time not just to think, but to reimagine. Because what you choose in the quiet now will echo for the rest of your year. Capricorn, if you've made it this far, then deep down, You already know. April 16th, 2025 wasn't just a date. It was a doorway, and you walked through it. You've reflected, you've released, you've realigned. But now only one question remains. What will you do with this clarity? Because no amount of cosmic alignment, no prophecy from Nostradamus, no planetary transit, can change your life unless you rise to meet it. Let this be the year you build what matters. Lead with heart. Love without fear. And protect your peace like it's sacred. Not perfectly, but purposefully. If this video moved you, do one thing right now. Like this video, let it anchor this moment. Subscribe so you never miss what the universe has to say next. Comment below, I'm ready to live with clarity, courage, and purpose. By doing so, you're not just engaging, you're declaring your readiness to step into the most powerful version of yourself. This is your time. This is your chapter. Wait for the stars to give you permission. Be the light that moves them. Let's make the rest of 2025 unforgettable. Together.